The following video contains footage from the Endwalker media tour. As such, this footage is not representative of the final product, and you will find significant differences both visually and elsewhere. I do remind you, please do not take this as the final version, but at the same time, thank you to Square Enix for providing me with this opportunity, and I hope you enjoy this. Hello, Meoni here, and welcome back to another video. This time, I wanted to clarify something, basically, or speculate towards the clarification of something. So, as we know, Dyeable gear in the game, usually for artifact gear, comes as a later installment. Now, I'm not saying that that's not the case with Endwalker. However, if we were to take everything with just a pinch of salt, but also speculate a little bit, I, for one, would rather it be just baked in from when we get the artifact gear, rather than having to do something akin to Memoria Misera, which in my opinion is one of the weaker of the trials that we got in Shadowbringers, in my opinion. So on the actual media tour, screenshots here on screen, everything is subject to change. Obviously this might not be the case in the final version. I was chilling out in Charlian, looking at menus and bits and pieces. As you can see there, we've got a stack of 99 Fantasias, so we can customize how we wish. But I went for my cat girl as usual. Yeah. Oh, by the way, the pose there is the idle animation for Sage, just chilling there with your hand on your chin. I thought that was really quite nice. And this is the UI of a character interface. There we go. 560 item level gear. This is the artifact stuff itself. By right-clicking on this, I noticed that a dye option was actually lit up. Now, I didn't have access to dye vendors, so I wasn't able to actually show this on the thing. But you'll notice that the gear itself did not specify anything about if this was actually the final version or what. It didn't seem to have a dot on the tooltips, things like that. However, we could dye them, or at least if we had the dyes. So I'm going to show you some dye previews. I managed to increase the size of them eventually when I realized these are like tiny. But as you can see, the artifact gear was dyeable if I had the dye pots. Now this could be just an early look at a final version of an augmented version of the Didarts set, the Here for Sage. Or this could be just out of the gate already dyeable. That's the thing, I'm not sure. We're going to need clarification on that at some point in the future, but obviously I didn't get the opportunity to ask that. I would love to know if we are going to get artifact gear dyeable straight out of the gate. That's really the purpose of this, and also to show you how cool this particular Sage gear looks in various colors. Now I didn't go for every single job, it was just more of an example of, oh look, why are these dyeable? That was the whole point. What I like about the new lifts though, look at that. How they dye, how they take on the dye there with the red from the ruby red here. Oh, that is so gorgeous. That's definitely one of the things. Kind of looks a little bit like a firefighter though, I'm not sure. Not sure. Pure white then, definitely raising the tones there from a sort of snow white color, the pitted color we have. There's jet black, looking pretty good actually, especially like the fact that we have that white undercoat. Still no changes to dye palettes. A lot of people were hoping that the dye system would be like reformed or something, but no, it's exactly the same as we had previously. And I checked each of the tabs, there are no new dyes. So that's something else I checked. But look how cool those new lifts look in jet black. It looks like they've been dipped in ink. Absolutely gorgeous. And there you go, there's a back view of sort of pastel blue there, looking pretty good on the new lifts. That's what it looks like in pearl white there. Then we have metallic brass. A lot of people love metallic brass. I'm not a massive fan, but some people like, Meoni, you didn't show metallic brass on one of my glamour videos. I'm like, all right, okay. I clicked on it just for you. There's the pearl white again, and then we have metallic silver. And I actually just messed around. There's a turquoise blue, looking pretty nice actually. I quite like the blues on Sage. I think Sage really suits the color blue. I think most of its abilities are blue, you know, or like electric blue, that sort of light blue, and some darker colors as well. But for the most part, it's light blues. Looks pretty good. I especially like the way that the new lifts have taken that dye on. And then if we go darker blues like royal blue, and then eventually midnight blue is closer to what Alphino's outfit looks like when he's playing Sage. So at least, yeah, you can recreate a bit of the look of Alphino if you wish to. There's bright pink. I thought that would be probably the best one to finish on. Nice cherry pink. But that's pretty much all of the time I had looking at that menu. I was just like, oh, they're dyeable for some reason. But it got me thinking now in post, going, well, are these pieces of gear actually dyeable off the bat when you get them, or are we going to have to do something like Memoria Misera again, or a dungeon or something like that, or maybe a Eureka style instance or something to actually unlock the dyeable or augmented versions? We'll have to wait and see. It's most likely that we'll still have to find a way of augmenting them through quests or a dungeon or something like that, well, you know, a trial. But I thought this was worth sharing. Also, a bit of a nice look at the dye options there for the Sage outfit. But anyway, more little tidbits of information going to come out from me going over my footage again. I've got 8 hours of footage to comb through that I can share screenshots of. I've unfortunately ran out of time I'm allowed to use for actual in-game moving footage, so I apologize about that, but it doesn't stop us from making videos like this. Let me know what you think below, and I'll see you all next time.